Hey everyone, this is Board Game Brody here with Meeple Mountain. We're going to check out Grimm Forest by Droid City Games. In the game, you will be racing to build 3 houses. If any players are tied during the ending round, then whoever has the sturdiest houses will win the game. Each round, players simultaneously choose a location to visit to gather the indicated resources produced in that location. Players will show their chosen location and move their pig there. If alone, they will gather the resources shown. But if you share the location with another player, then you will split the resources. You will be trying to deduce where everyone might be going and hopefully go to a location by yourself to take the resources without splitting them. You will then have 2 actions to either build a portion of your house by using your resources, gather another resource, or draw a fable card that will give you an extra bonus to be played at some time in the future. Many of the fable cards feature other fairy tale characters that may help you or hurt other players. As you progress and keep on building your houses, whenever you put walls on one of your houses, then you will unlock a friend card that will give you special abilities as long as you keep the friend nearby. Also, whenever you are the first to build a type of house all the way through, then you will gain the first builder bonus. And this will allow you to take extra actions to progress past everyone else. Once someone builds 3 houses, the game is over and whoever has the sturdiest 3 houses becomes the royal builder and wins the game. The Grimm Forest is a game that has seen much light and great success, and for me, it's a game that I feel like brings new gamers into the board game hobby due to its popular theme. The theme brings players to check out the game, and the mechanics show how board games have changed to include more player interaction and more meaningful choices, all while having fun with all players playing the game. Experienced gamers as well, including myself, are also intrigued as the game is manufactured with great components and includes just enough strategy to play it more than just a handful of times. The game includes so many cards that most of the time you won't see all of them during one game. This helps the game shine over and over again when playing because it's not the same exact scenario you're playing over and over, and you get something different every time. Now, being able to pick and change your character during the game also helps the game feel more personalized. You are picking the fairy tale creature that you like and sometimes becoming like their personalities while playing the game. Of course, everyone is familiar with the 3 Little Pigs and building houses out of straw, wood, or brick. Well, this story is a little bit different, and you are competing to be the royal builder by being the first to build 3 houses of any kind. Of course, the stronger the houses will benefit you if there is a tie, but a fast builder who builds 3 houses of straw can still become the royal builder if they hurry up. Additionally, when gathering resources for the supplies to build these houses, you can outwit other players by figuring out what location no one else is visiting, but also has lots of resources to use for building houses. I like how choosing locations happen simultaneously, and sometimes you might know a player well enough and know where they would go, and other times you decide where others probably wouldn't go. Sometimes you might know a player well enough to know where they might go, and other times you can decide where other players wouldn't go, and then you can decide that you will go there just to be safe. Usually, choosing a location with another player isn't as beneficial. But it's not game ending, as you will be splitting the resources between you and that other player, but still getting resources. The game includes a mechanic that is my personal least favorite mechanic used in games, and that is the take that mechanic. But when playing the game, the take that is minimal, and most of the times you'll be choosing a location to affect and not necessarily a certain player. This helps so you don't feel like you're attacking someone on purpose all the time, and they don't feel like you are always going after them. It more feels like you triggered this bad thing and now let's see who it affects. But I have also found some variants of the game, and there is a version that takes the take that out of this game, if you choose to do so. But in my opinion, I don't think it's a bad take that, and I would just deal with it so that you can use the cool features in the game that involve the take that mechanic. This includes all those cool minis of the bad guys. Also, I love how there is no runaway winner because everyone can see what type of houses everyone is trying to build, and players can visit the same place to take resources that leader needs. This causes the leader to change housing types and try to build a different type of house, or prolongs them to finish that last house that they have been trying to work on. The leader, in return, can try to make decisions to fake out other players as if they were building a different type of house, but then they could also return to the needed resources to finish their last house. The components of the game are just phenomenal as they feel great to grab each turn, and the minis are super cool. The game trays help make the game more organized on the table and also makes it easier to set up and put away. The only thing that I have a hard time with in this game is that due to the number of cards in the deck that makes the game more variable every time you play, you don't use many of the awesome bad guy minis nearly enough to make it seem worth to have them as a mini. Some games you might use just one of them the entire game. Ultimately, this will be one of my go-to games to introduce new players to some great games. The game will also be a game that I will teach my kids as they will be interested in the theme and they would really enjoy the game and understand the goal of building 3 houses. The components are so great that it also makes it hard for this game to leave my shelf, and it will be on there probably forever. This game is also probably one of the games most chosen when I ask someone what game on my shelf looks like something that you would be interested in playing. Again, this is Grimm Forest by Droid City Games, and it's currently available for purchase worldwide. Hopefully you can check it out and get it to your table. Again, this is Board Game Brody. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stick around and check out some other board game reviews to see what you might want to get to the table. Brick, wood, or straw?
Brick.
Why?
Cause I don't want the big bad wolf to blow my house down.
Good reason.